Nation, look at that. So beautiful on the inside, so calm, so peaceful, so heavenly. Who might have listened but not really pay attention to what's showing on the screen? Stop what you're doing and look at your device screen right now. What you're seeing, it's the inside of Hurricane Melissa. As stated, looks so peaceful, calm, heavenly. But when you describe something stating that it's beautiful on the inside, that would normally mean that outside is very ugly. And yes, that's the same for an hurricane. And as mentioned, this time it is Melissa. The destruction already starts, and the hurricane don't even reach us yet.
You don't come yet. You don't come yet. 3 JPS like God.
Nation, all of that, and the hurricane reaches yet. Well, currently recording this, maybe it has hit landfall, but based on what I know about the hurricane this moment while recording, it still not hit Jamaica as yet, or maybe I should say the high not passed by Jamaica as yet. You know, one recent update on the hurricane, one meteorologist recommended that we should evacuate the island.
So for Jamaica, one of those situations where it's best to get off of that island of Jamaica, find somewhere sturdy structure to be in, because that is going to be a big, big deal.
I'm here wondering where they expect us to go. Imagine that, about to evacuate the island. You have some people not even want to evacuate their own community, which is much, much, much easier to do than evacuating the island.
As long as I know, hurricane from Gilbert never leave here yet. What happened to the people when leave here? I think it's Dean and go to the stadium, and it never work out good for them. My lady was one what feel blunt what take place at the area, and it was nice. Them take us from here, carry you to the stadium. When them supposed to come back for you to carry you back home, there's nobody to carry you back home. Them have to foot it home from stadium. Walk from stadium, come straight back to Port Royal. Okay. That was lovely. And then the thief and the molestation where them carry on with at the stadium that time. All the people that went that time said them won't be going back. They'd rather die here. Because it wasn't lovely. But me, myself, I don't believe I can run from there. Yeah. So anyway, the Father ready for me. Me know him can't take me, so me not running. So me stay out every weather. And like this one, make no difference. When it is category 6, me not moving.
Just a few stubborn people out there though, while majority take heed and have evacuated flood and landslide prone areas. Most of those people are safe in a shelter or somewhere safe.
There's the people them here. That are in the shelter. Yeah. Some are eating, some are lying down. We have different section where the bedroom are. We have this section where the kitchen is. Yeah. We have this little section here where they play their little dominoes and thing. Yeah, so this is it. Children are here. Babies are here. Yes, and all these things. This is a little shelf where they put the seasoning and stuff. Right, so this is it for now. I don't know if anyone else is coming in later, but for now, this is what we have in grade 4. Yes, I guess some more is down by the bottom there.
But is anywhere at all safe when, according to the Prime Minister, no infrastructure in Jamaica can survive a Category 5 hurricane?
There is no infrastructure in the region that can withstand a Category 5. There is going to be damage if there is a Category 5. I believe it was Cancun that had a major hit in the last hurricane in Mexico. And we've seen what it did to Puerto Rico and other islands. And those weren't Category 5s. So a Category 5 hurricane will definitely damage roofs. It will definitely compromise infrastructure, even concrete infrastructure. It will scour roads. It will destroy agriculture. and vegetation. No doubt it will impact our ports and our airports. Category 5 would be a really bad disaster, but what I don't want is for Jamaicans to get into a depression that it would be the end of the world. What I want you to always be is positive in your outlook, and that even if the worst comes, we will be able to recover.
You actually have people out there tell themselves that no hurricane now come. One out of the lot, L.A. Lewis, been on this campaign telling social media users that no storm is coming. Although L.A. Lewis to some extent have changed his stance on that. L.A. Lewis acknowledged the fact that a storm is coming, but it is man-made. Not L.A. Lewis alone share that same view, but quite a number of Jamaicans.
Let me tell you this bomb buckler, I see Fox News in Jamaica come to go report on storm on up yet. Let me tell you how America stay on some of them blood clot country. They have something they call cloud seeding. And I feel say they push them a build a storm here, you know. And they build a storm, but they build a storm and the storm not done. That's why they tell you say Saturday the storm come because they go put more seed in the cloud. A cloud seeding they call it. You have to put the seed in the cloud and make it stay there for a couple of hours and then it thing get ripe and then turn in a bomb buckler storm. Go suck on the mama Fox News and the whole on will sell out the bomb buckler about if you move off of the island. Go suck on the mother wall house we live in. None of their house and a jack down and just little 1 and 2 board house. So when you little pussy will catch up in a board house and broke and go find some go blood clot. Because if I go dead after, because when you live a river area, and you live side I see on blood clot move. But when no blood clot listen, you hear Fox News, I want like a criminal news team, you know. So if you see Fox News at Jamaica, they know about the blood clot cloud seed and expect something bad to happen. Whether it happen or not, when the blood clot look out, Fox News a pussy world.
Nation, do you believe in cloud seeding and do you believe it is happening right now? Some find the thought ridiculous, same as they see this guy's rant as ridiculous. The individual say a blast CNN reporter was a CNN or Fox 5 News reporter for reporting the news. Yes, Nation, the man is only doing his job. But to the guy who know a rant, reporter only called down chaos and destruction on Jamaica.
The white boy reporter where I call down chaos on Jamaica. See, I your mother see a chaos. I call your mother and tell her to open up her legs and you see chaos. Bumblewall, stop frightening people them. You see your mother see a fire shot like SLR and a chew a bomb. Go suck your mother. Bumblewall.
Foot the hype though. Basically I say him cares zero about Jamaica and the hurricane. Why is that? Listen up. You're about to find out.
All Jamaican big up on yourself here. Me not pray for nobody at Jamaica. Me not ball for nobody. Family or stranger. It no matter. Me not interfere with the universe when it a work. When I been a go out with yourself down there. When I been a do all kind of folly. When I been a turn it in a one shit up state. Every girl want girl. Every man want man. When you not care about God, when you not do anything. When you don't care about money. Money gone. TikTok, viral and views. Make us see how this a go work out. If the Almighty want you live, you go live. If the universe want you gone, you go gone. Family or not. Me not pray for nobody. Gotta work.
Social media users certainly weren't too pleased with what Foota Hype stated. He got quite a backlash. For example, bad guy Russian Mafia 3 that he stated, your mouth lean like crutches. So here we go on. Foota Hype not pray for Jamaica, and he shared exactly why he won't be doing that. But some people might have said to themselves, well, go on Foota we don't need no prayers. For example, these people in Kingston, they decided to keep a welcome party for Hurricane Melissa.
Straight through. Tomorrow morning, straight through.
So you never hear about the wind?
Yes, we hear about the wind and everything. We started the wind, man. We bring the light for the party. Melissa can't stop this, man. Even someone with sleep away top of the party. Melissa can't stop this. Reba, Church Story with the best coming to our world.
Welcome! Everybody take a rain! In a rain!
Nation, at a point, I thought an hotel would be the best place to be right now. But, boy was I wrong. It seems as if during times of disasters, the hotel them feel it as well.
I need help, SOS. We are in Jamaica. The hurricane is hitting us directly. There's 0 commercial flights out of here, and if we don't leave here, we're gonna get stuck for who knows how long. If anybody knows anybody who can get us out of Jamaica, we don't care. We'll go anywhere in the United States. We just need to get out of Jamaica. Please let me know.
Nation, look at this line.
Look how long the line be.
where real people do to the people them because of Melissa. Look where the line I come from. Look here. No tell me say wickedness this look up on me. I want Jesus Christ to do this one. Do this one. And look, I wickedness this. Absolutely totally fucking wickedness.
What are they waiting on? Food. They are in that line waiting for food. What kind of food? Nothing too special.
All right. So some backstory to the video you're all about to watch. Hotel Rio in Ocho Rios is going to be, they say they're going to go on lockdown tomorrow for the storm that's coming, right? So they're providing a baggie with cup noodles, 2 juice boxes, and whatchamacallit. And it looks like a Pop-Tart in it, right? I'll show y'all the video, right? But this is what the line and this is the chaos that y'all... Just check out the video. Check out the video. Y'all see what I'm talking about. We didn't even wait in the line. So I see 2 cup noodles, 2 juice box, and that look like a Pop-Tart. Right, Izzo?
No, Papa. I think that is a club social.
That's a good joke, ain't it? Fuck out my motherfucking face. Ain't shit funny right now. I could tear down a fucking building.
Talking about care package though, someone sent me this video and it says that it's preparation being made in Florida to send emergency assistance to Jamaica after Hurricane Melissa. Now nation, some people just love going on the internet to comment fuckery for attention. The comments on that video, me I tell you, Bandy wrote, send it to a shipping address. If we no send Andrew, we not get it. Sky High wrote, Florida not gonna need it too. Heat in our Cuba not gonna need it too. When you see this weather, something right about it. Truran Lines wrote, original Jamaicans don't eat and drink from strangers. Janine wrote, please, we not drink Campbell soup. I see someone even mentioned that they should also leave out the ravioli. But another user stated, member for pack your iPhone 7 them too. And the last comment, make sure on pack the good stuff. Yeah nation, some people really not take the hurricane serious and the damage that it could do. As a matter of fact, I think it is the perfect time to show you what really went down back in Hurricane Gilbert. Most of us probably never born at the time or probably too young to remember. Still, pre-war gone.
Monday, September the 12th, 1988, has gone down in the annals of Jamaica's history. It was the day Hurricane Gilbert came, and with it came death and destruction. Hurricane warnings were out from the night of September the 11th. The nation braced itself for Gilbert, but in the aftermath, just over 40 people lost their lives and damage worth billions of dollars was left behind. In a matter of hours, Jamaica was ravaged by one of the most destructive hurricanes ever to hit the Western Hemisphere. In our Gilbert special, we go back to the week of September 12th and the days following that disastrous event. St. Thomas was the first parish to yield to Gilbert's onslaught. The hurricane hit land shortly after 11 o'clock on Monday morning, September 12th. It traveled in a westerly direction, so Morant Bay was where it made landfall. In a matter of minutes, it was the capital city's turn. And Yvette Rowe was on the streets of Kingston with Prime Minister Siaga early that morning.
In Kingston on Monday the 12th of September, the rain just kept coming, a continuation of the tropical storm conditions of Sunday night and a prelude to Hurricane Gilbert. Jamaica was bracing itself for a hurricane. News of hurricane precautions, flood warnings and the locations of shelters were on the airwaves all morning, yet on the streets of Kingston there were those who didn't seem to take it all seriously. Prime Minister Siaga was on the road early, warning of the danger. The message on radio and TV was that the hurricane was coming and it would hit Jamaica dead on, and people should find safe shelter.
This is a very dangerous and deadly hurricane And as most people have never experienced one before, they should take all the cautions that the ODP has been broadcasting.
Even before the hurricane hit, trees were falling and roofs were lifting, a hint of worse to come. The eye of the hurricane made landfall in the east at Morant Point at around 12 p.m. Jamaica was to be surrounded by Hurricane Gilbert and rocked by its force. What seemed solid before became helpless against Gilbert's fury. Winds of more than 100 miles an hour buffeted trees, broke light poles and whipped roofs. The winds whipped up into a stinging mist. By the time the hurricane was in full force, most people were sitting out the storm inside, but some had other things on their minds as they ran in the rain. Then came the calm as the eye of the hurricane came over. People tried to make repairs while others just looked. Then, as if having paused to take a breath, Gilbert came again with winds from the opposite direction of even greater strength than before. These pictures were taken by our news team as the second wave struck Kingston.
And as we broadcast this newscast, we are advised that we are in fact in the second phase of Hurricane. Several stores in the Halfway Tree area and along Francisco Road. The Office of Disaster Preparedness...
After the hurricane passed, Prime Minister Siaga spoke to the nation.
We have just passed through the worst natural disaster that Jamaica has experienced in its modern history. I don't think I need to convince anyone of that fact after the frightening episode of this hurricane which has devastated Jamaica today.
Soon after this, TV would cease transmission, as it was clear the nation was without electricity. However, radio broadcasts continued throughout the day and night. One day's weather had destroyed homes, sent roofs flying and flooded roads and houses. International and local communications were knocked out, and with hundreds of utility poles broken and wires hanging, what power supplies weren't damaged had to be shut down for safety's sake. Thousands were without homes, the lucky ones staying with friends or relatives, and others in the hundreds of shelters around the country. The immediate needs were for food and shelter for those made homeless by the hurricane. In Kingston, Gilbert left a mess of trees and wires, rubble and broken glass. Many roads were blocked, but Gilbert's impact felt most in human terms. In the days following the hurricane, more evidence of Gilbert's destructive force in other parts of the island would become clear. But on Monday evening, there was little doubt that Jamaica would face a tremendous task in dealing with the emergency needs, cleaning up and rebuilding what Gilbert had laid to waste.
All of these tasks now confront us. But with a will, we'll put ourselves to work, and with the cooperation of everyone, I'm sure that we'll be able to recover from the damage that today has been inflicted upon us by the worst natural disaster in Jamaica's modern history.
After Hurricane Gilbert, the best way to see the damage to the island was from the air. The picture was not good. Prime Minister Siaga got his bird's-eye view aboard a U.S. Air Force C-130 cargo plane. The plane had brought in relief supplies from the U.S., and it was to fly on to Montego Bay to drop off supplies there. The outward journey was via the south and west of the island. In Montego Bay, Prime Minister Siaga was briefed on the situation in the west by people working on relief efforts. The plane passed over the north and the east of the island on the journey back to Kingston. As he stepped from the plane, Prime Minister Siaga looked saddened by what he had seen, and he said he felt drained of emotion. Mr. Siaga said that after the immediate needs for food and shelter, the biggest problem would be housing.
We have got to sit down and work out the easiest way to put up structures that can be afforded for areas that have been badly hit or virtually wiped out.
Mr. Siaga said that more than 100,000 homes had been destroyed, with many more thousands badly damaged. Damage to crops was severe, particularly banana, cane and coconut. He said the poultry industry had been wiped out. Also on that flight was U.S. Ambassador Michael Sotiris.
So right now we're addressing the immediate needs as requested by the emergency preparation people here in Jamaica and requested by the Prime Minister. Beyond that, it's going to be, of course, a bilateral situation of what other assistance we can give them.
During the next few days, Mr. Siaga was to tour the damaged areas from the ground, and he would later tell journalists that this not only confirmed the view from the air, but revealed even worse damage and the distress of people who'd been made homeless. In Hanover, he met with the members of the Disaster Committee, which he praised for having worked well and with unity that crossed political lines. As he spoke to the people in shelters, Mr. Sciarra said it was a time for unity.
It's not a time for politics. It's a time for everybody to pull together.
The organizations of both political parties have been involved in food distribution, and representatives of the parties are members of parish disaster committees across the island.
I have made it clear to the Prime Minister that we offer, both in terms of myself personally and on behalf of the People's National Party, full solidarity, cooperation and support in all of the enormous efforts that have now to be made, first in the area of relief and secondly in the area of reconstruction.
I want to go on record as saying that I am deeply grateful to the representatives of both political parties who, in this hour of emergency and crisis, have not only kept the centers going with food, but have also, in addition, provided the main communication network that exists in the country through the party two-way radio systems that exist in both parties. Were it not for this, we would have been virtually totally without communication, and chaos would have reigned.
What made Gilbert so destructive was the fact that the eye came right over Jamaica, bringing with it the full force of hurricane winds. This was not a near miss or a hurricane that merely passed by. It has changed lives and landscapes and left Jamaicans across the island with the job of rebuilding and counting the cost, whilst others will have to find a way to foot the bill. Yvette Rowe, JBC News.
So Nation, do share your thoughts on that. You see what time a clock, you see what time a knock. We are hurrying to get the fuck out of here. And, as usual, my people, always stay safe.
Judgment on Jamaica to rotted. Anytime you see animals behave like this, man, I know say it's serious. What happened to Jamaica to that door, God? My gosh, man. Yo. I count by over 100 drunk already. I never yet see a drunk up so close. Watch out. Close, watch out. Jesus Christ. God help Jamaica.